This video is for Module 11, which is Chapter 10, Promoting Success for All Students Through Technology. We had 15 vocabulary words to go through. One of the words was CASE, C-A-S-E, which stands for Cued Animation and Sound Effects. And I found out that that meant that, or referred to interactive features in electronic storybooks that support or hinder understanding or learning. Sometimes there are features in these new technologies that actually hinder instead of helping learning. We talked about the writing process through several of those vocabulary words, which is something, the writing process is something that we talk about a lot in the 5th grade classroom. We also talked about different types of software, including screen reading software, speech recognition software, and those are being utilized more and more in the K-12 classroom, as we're finding that those are helpful for students who have special needs, but then also for our regular student population as well, or student population in general. It's good for them. We talked about differentiated instruction, which is something that I do as an educator in my classroom every day. We also talked about universal design for learning and talked about some of the differences in the two of those. Universal design for learning is becoming more and more, we're seeing more and more information and research come out about that right now. So it'll be interesting to see how we're able to implement that in the classroom as time goes on. And to me, that goes right along with differentiating instruction, because both of them deal with meeting those students where they are and doing everything that we can in order to meet the needs that they have. All students have different learning styles, and through differentiated instruction and through universal design, we can help to meet the needs of those students. Technology is another component of using differentiated instruction and universal design. As technology changes and advances and becomes more and more available to teachers and educators, we're able to use that more for those two things, and which is becoming more and more helpful. Assistive technology. I've actually done some research on this before, and there are so many types of assistive technologies out there now to help students. There is an assistive technology that I use every day in my classroom in working with one of my students who needs additional help with wears a listening device for additional help. So that's pretty much our questions that we had. For our lesson plan on using assistive technology, one of the things that I thought I could use was a podcast that would allow students to see a video of addition and subtraction with regrouping actually being worked out. The video allows students to see other students working it out, see a different person working it out, different opportunity for them. And then we, of course, would work some problems out together, give them a chance to work on an interactive whiteboard or some other type of way that they could work it out, and then have some small group instruction to go along with that as well. Then the last thing talked about the students who do not complete high school. And this is a huge concern for me because I think about my students that I've already taught, and I often wonder how many of them made it, and how many of them struggled, and where they are now, because I have been teaching long enough that I have several classes that I've already graduated. And I just wonder where they are and how they're doing. In today's society in the United States, they cannot make enough money to take care of themselves and take care of their families unless they have a high school diploma at the very least. And for many of them, they can't make enough unless they actually have some kind of college education. So I just hope that we can find ways to make learning more fun for kids, but at the same time challenge them, because I want them to be able to use those higher order thinking skills, and because that's really the skills that we are actually using in life now. So I hope that we as teachers begin to take a look at what can we do to stop this, and to keep so many kids from choosing to drop out at such an early